We all like to think of ourselves as honest people, right? Of course, most of us do. But here's the truth that might sting a little. We lie more often than we realize, not always to hurt others, but to protect our image, our comfort, or someone else's feelings. And before you deny it, let's explore these 12 things we almost all lie about. Be sure to stick around and find out. 1. How we actually feel. When someone asks, "How are you?" we usually answer, "I'm fine," even when we're anything but fine. We hide frustration, sadness, stress, or fear because admitting those feelings can feel risky. Being open about our emotions often invites questions or judgments that we're not ready to face. We also deceive ourselves sometimes. We tell ourselves we're okay with certain situations, a difficult job, a strained relationship, or personal setbacks, even when we're not. Lying about our feelings can feel like a survival mechanism. It keeps us from dealing with discomfort too soon. Ultimately, these lies are about self-preservation. By saying we're fine, we protect our vulnerability and maintain a sense of control. And while these lies are small, they shape how we interact with others and how we experience our own lives. 2. Our past mistakes. We rarely reveal the full truth about our failures. Instead, we trim details that make us look incompetent or irresponsible, often rewriting the story to sound intentional or more honorable than it really was. If we listen closely, many of our life stories omit the messy parts. Our ego doesn't want to expose weakness. We often justify mistakes to ourselves and others, sometimes unconsciously, to maintain a positive self-image. Even small errors can feel like threats to our identity, so we edit the narrative to protect it. These lies are about reputation management. By revising our past mistakes, we avoid judgment and preserve our sense of self-worth. It's a habit that, while common, can prevent us from fully learning from those experiences. 3. Our financial reality. Money is one of the most common subjects we lie about. We might exaggerate our earnings or downplay our struggles, depending on the social advantage it gives us. Some of us understate income to avoid envy, while others inflate it to gain respect or credibility. We also hide debts or the true cost of things we buy. Financial honesty can be uncomfortable because money is tied not just to survival, but to identity, status, and perceived value. Lying about money is often less about deception and more about protecting how we are seen. The lies we tell about finances are a mix of fear and aspiration. We want to appear capable and successful, even when reality is messy. These small untruths reveal how vulnerable we feel when our material world is judged. 4. Our accomplishments and competence. Many of us exaggerate what we've done or what we know. We say things like, "I've worked on projects like that before," or "I used to manage a team," even when the truth is different. These lies help us appear competent and capable. We often tweak our achievements to survive in professional or social environments. Image, in these cases, sometimes feels more important than truth. Even subtle embellishments, changing a word here or leaving out a detail there, can make a big difference in how others perceive us. These lies are not always malicious, they are protective. By enhancing our accomplishments, we guard our sense of competence and maintain confidence in front of others, even if it bends the reality of what we actually achieved. 5. Our intentions. We lie easily about our intentions, especially regarding the future. We say things like, "I'll call you later," or "We should meet next week," when we have no real plan to follow through. These lies are cheap because they don't cost us anything in the present. We make these promises to avoid discomfort. Saying "I won't" or "I can't" feels rude or selfish, so we lie to protect relationships or social harmony. These small deceptions are socially convenient, even if they are ultimately empty. In the end, these lies reflect human nature. We want to avoid immediate conflict and preserve our social standing. Future lies help us navigate the tension between honesty and politeness, even at the expense of credibility. 6. How we spend our free time. We also lie about how we spend our free time. Most of us emphasize productivity, learning, or social engagement while downplaying hours spent scrolling aimlessly, procrastinating, or doing nothing at all. We curate these stories to make ourselves appear purposeful. We're embarrassed by laziness or boredom because society values productivity and visible accomplishment. By lying about our downtime, we protect our reputation and maintain the illusion of control over our lives. These lies may seem harmless, but they accumulate. They shape how we perceive ourselves and how others perceive us. By constantly editing our personal narratives, we create an idealized version of our daily lives that rarely matches reality.
7. Our opinions. We often lie about what we think to avoid conflict. We pretend to agree with others, pretend to like people or ideas we actually dislike, and sometimes even feign interest in topics we don't care about. These lies help us fit in and avoid friction. Social harmony feels safer than speaking the unvarnished truth. We are wired to fear rejection, so agreement and compliance become our default behavior. Even small lies about opinions serve as a protective strategy. Over time, these untruths shape how we interact with the world. We prioritize acceptance over authenticity, and our personal beliefs can get diluted in the pursuit of safety and social approval. 8. Our habits and self-discipline. We tell ourselves and others that we follow diets, exercise routines, or self-improvement habits more consistently than we do. I'm eating clean, I work out regularly, or I'm cutting screen time are statements we repeat often, even when reality differs. These lies protect our ego. Admitting that we struggle with discipline can feel like failure, so we edit the truth to maintain a sense of control. We present an aspirational version of ourselves rather than the reality. Ultimately, these lies are tools of emotional survival. They soothe guilt and delay accountability, but they also prevent us from fully acknowledging where we can improve. By telling these stories, we comfort ourselves while hiding the truth from others and sometimes from ourselves. 9. Our past relationships. We rarely tell the unfiltered truth about our past relationships. We downplay our mistakes, embellish the role of the other person, or revise the story to preserve our dignity. Most of us curate our romantic histories for appearance's sake. These lies help us maintain social currency. Past relationships carry weight in how others perceive us, and admitting flaws or failures can feel risky. We edit memories to appear desirable, mature, or unscathed. Even though these lies are usually harmless, they influence how we approach future relationships. We learn less from our past when we distort it, and our understanding of love and partnership becomes filtered through selective memory. 10. Our online behavior. We almost never admit the truth about what we do online. Search histories, watch lists, and browsing habits reveal impulses, curiosities, and insecurities that we prefer to keep private. We lie to protect our identity in a digital world that can be unforgiving. We hide what we consume because it reflects aspects of ourselves we fear being judged for. Even minor interests can feel shameful when exposed to others. Lying about our online behavior is less about deception and more about self-protection. These lies reveal a tension between curiosity and reputation. We crave knowledge, entertainment, and pleasure online, yet we almost always present a sanitized version of our digital lives to the world. 11. Our excuses for being late or unavailable. We rarely admit when we are late or unresponsive simply because we forgot or didn't feel like it. Instead, we blame traffic, emergencies, or unforeseen circumstances. These lies protect our image and prevent others from judging us as careless or inconsiderate. The truth often feels too risky. Owning our unpreparedness or lack of interest exposes vulnerability. By crafting excuses, we shield ourselves from criticism while avoiding conflict. Over time, these small lies accumulate into patterns. We start to measure relationships and opportunities through the lens of excuses rather than honest behavior, and we forget that authenticity could strengthen our connections more than avoidance ever could.
12. What we really know. We often act as if we already know something when we don't. We nod, smile, or even respond with confidence to avoid admitting ignorance. Pride and fear of judgment drive us to present knowledge we haven't actually acquired. Admitting that we don't know something feels like lowering our status.
The truth exposes vulnerability, while the lie preserves authority. Even small deceptions about understanding help us navigate social or professional spaces without embarrassment. These lies are subtle but powerful. They reinforce our desire to appear competent, even at the cost of authenticity. And while they may protect us in the short term, they can also prevent us from learning and growing when the opportunity is right in front of us. If we recognize ourselves in any of these points, it doesn't make us bad people, it only makes us human. Most lies are not malicious, they are protective mechanisms designed to preserve identity, dignity, and belonging. The surprising part is not that we lie, but that these habits have become so natural that we hardly notice them. Awareness is the first step toward understanding ourselves, and perhaps toward telling a little more truth along the way. Now let me know which lie you have told the most. And if you like this video, share it with someone who really needs to know it. And don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more life-changing insights. Thanks for watching.